guys. Thanks to head coach, coach, just during comments about the game. They will open up questions.
Great football game tonight. Very proud of my football team. They fought all the way to the end and gave themselves an opportunity to win that football game. Man. I mean, you look at it statistically, we outgained them in every category, including penalties. You know, that's what's tough. But I'm very proud of my football team, coaching staff. Great football game, one of the classic Soul Bowls. Glad to be a part of it, but you know, it's tough to take that one on the chin. But we got to look at the off season, get going with recruiting. These guys on each side of me, you know, start training, getting better, and start looking forward to the future. So we'll get better, take it for what it's worth. But great football game tonight, great showing of the fans on both sides. Good job by Coach McNair. You know, he really had those guys ready to play. They came out on us early. We spotted them 14, but our team found a way to fight back in that game. But you know, we just came up a little short in the end.
Open up questions.
Coach is obviously still fresh, but for you, how would you grade or even assess your first year as a head coach?
Yeah, you know, I'm critical on myself. You know, so there was some areas I can get better as a coach. You know, being my first year, but to be 7-4, you know, that's something good to build on as a football team. You know, we have a lot of new pieces in place going into with coaches, players, and everything. Really depending on these guys, you know, this football team coming together, and they did that this year. But we're looking forward to 24. You know, we know what it's all about going into next season. We know what we got in the stable for as players, coaches, and everything. So, but like you said, I'm very pleased with this team, myself, and this coaching staff, and what we're building here at Jackson State.
What are you proudest of in this moment, even though not necessarily about today's game, but just kind of as a whole?
Like you said, we had a winning season. You know, we had a winning season, but our expectations are so much more bigger than that. You know, when we started this thing off, we talked about finishing Atlanta, starting Atlanta, finishing Atlanta, and we fell a little short of that. So, you know, we got to be better than that, but very pleased with the way my team fought.
And Coach, when you talk about some of those things that you're building and looking forward to into the next season, what specifically do you want to see from your team just kind of in the off-season and heading into
getting bigger, stronger, faster, and continue to come together, you know, and understand, like, we can't go into games and just play close football games. We want to be dominant, you know, and be able to separate. And that's the things we're going to continue to stress to our football team, to the coaching staff as well. But it's going to come down to recruiting. You know, that's what I told the coaches. We got to continue to put another good recruiting class here together. We had some great recruits on at the game today. But that's what it's going to come down to, you know, this last recruiting class, the #1 HBCU class. I think that's why we're, you know, sitting where we are right now, and we're going to add some more great pieces to this puzzle and, you know, continue to get better.
Coach Chuck, you said that you gave your team a chance to compete and come back and try to get the win at the end. What was your message to the team when they went down 14-0?
We're going to keep fighting. You know, we're going to keep fighting. You know, we spotted Alcorn 14 points. They came out there with some energy and some fire. You know, they had a lot to play for today. But, you know, I told my team, you know, this is not over. This is not the way we're going to play the game, and they know that. You know, that's why they came back and fought the way they did. Defense played well. Offense came and, you know, made some explosive plays. Both of these guys had a great football game today. But, you know, that's just what we done all year. We're going to fight to the end, 4 quarters of football, and give ourselves a chance to win in the fourth quarter.
You've always stressed not having the most penalties in the game. Now, obviously, that last drive, get to the 50-yard line. Could you kind of walk me through that process?
It was kind of tough. You know, I've never been a ref before. I don't know what they were seeing out there. So, you know, to have those kind of, I think we lost, 50 yards on that last drive. But in those kind of situations, just you want to allow the players to decide a football game. You know, and I'm going to leave it at that. A great football game like that was tonight. You know, Alcorn was fighting, we're fighting. You know, a lot of players to decide a football game in a game like that. But, you know, I've never ref before, so I go back and look at the tape, you know, try to see what they saw, and, you know, we'll go from there.
For each of you guys, just wondering if you could describe what it's like to play in a game like this. You know, a lot of fans there, and it's the Soul Bowl rivalry and everything like that.
Yeah, for me it was amazing. Like growing up, seeing this game so many times that just my first time experiencing it was awesome. Like dream come true, even though the outcome went in our favor. Just actually living in the moment You know, making big plays with these people, it was something I can never just take for granted.
Yeah, playing in a game like this is just a great atmosphere, and like coming from the school I came from, like we didn't get to play in games like this, but the atmosphere was like this live. So just being able to experience this was a great experience for me.
So Kobe, could you ever return to the game? I noticed you left with, I guess, a shoulder or something. Could you return? Did y'all just make the decision that we're gonna kind of?
I mean, coaches made the best decision for me, so whatever I thought is not up to me. It's the coaches thinking they got the best interest in me, so that's how I took it.
For you, Jacoby, like you said, you know, growing up here and finally get a chance to not only play but start. Just describe your year here. You had an injury early year, but you fought back and able to make an impact on this team. Kind of describe your year here at JSU.
Dream come true. Just working my butt off, trying to get back to where I was, like with the injury, and getting a chance to even step on the field. One play with my brothers was all I could ever ask for. So making plays and doing the extra, that's God's part. But I was just happy to just be a part of this team.
Any more questions? Not, Coach, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.